Hi, I'm C-Station and I'm addicted to breathing. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Breathing is one of the best drugs ever, hands down. You don't even have to buy anything. You just have to take care of your physical health by keeping your body and organs healthy. But in order to do that, you have to keep the most important organ in your body from declining. And that organ is your brain. The topic of the human brain and mental health is very hard to understand, but it's important in order for you to live a life. Mental health is described as a person's psychological, emotional, and social well-being, which influences the way we think, feel, and behave. So, if you want to live a good life, you'll have to make good choices in order to know what path to take on the journey through life. But that doesn't happen most of the time. It all depends on you, the person, and your brain, the thing in your head. When you're born into this world, you start off as a cute little baby. Your brain starts off very small because you're a small person. But over time, as you grow taller and taller, your brain will grow and develop more and more. Brain development is very crucial to your level of understanding yourself and society. When you're a baby or even a toddler, you tend to misbehave and do things that other people wouldn't understand. That's because your maturity isn't fully developed yet. Maturity is a really important part of the brain developing process. It determines how you act as a person in this simulation of, society. I consider brain development and maturity as part of the same cycle, working together to make people become whatever they wanted to be, depending on a number of factors. Most of the time, when we grow up as individuals, a lot of different things can happen. It all depends on what we see or hear happening in our lives. There is another factor, however, that can determine the path of life and your mental health. And that factor is mental disorders. A mental disorder is defined as a wide range of health conditions that can affect your thinking, mood, and behavior. The most common mental disorder that affects a lot of people is depression, which is when someone experiences feelings of sadness and can tend to not do things as much as they liked to before. Other mental disorders include schizophrenia, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. There are a number of different reasons that can cause mental disorders. For instance, you can experience horrible things such as childhood abuse and neglect, which can cause trauma, possibly resulting in post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD for short. Or you can get into drugs like alcohol, weed, nicotine, LSD, and even hardcore drugs like meth and cocaine, which can cause your brain makeup to change drastically, especially in teenagers, and can cause you to experience different issues in your maturity and how you act as a person since your brain is still developing and growing. Sometimes mental health conditions can run in families, and you can get conditions from your parents. But no one knows if this is because of our genes or other reasons. That's the complex part of mental disorders. Some people say that our brain chemistry and chemical imbalance can be a factor of mental disorders. But no one really understands how or why because there's no strong evidence to say that these problems are caused by the imbalance of brain chemicals. No matter what the reason is, mental health is something that everybody should be taking seriously. It's really important to try and understand more about it if you can, because it could probably save your life. Everyone on this world is important. We are all special and unique. We are the foundation of what makes Earth, Earth. And even if we are going through something deep and even disturbing, we are all dealing with a lot of stuff because life isn't easy at all, and that's okay. We all learn from our mistakes and hope to make new experiences and learn along the way to understand what it's like to live amongst one another, make good friends, and make choices, no matter what they are. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed my presentation on why breathing is the best drug out there. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go get high off some air now.